I'm so happy to see that y'all are here to support them and encourage them, because that's what we look for here at Dunes Players Theater, is encouraging our younger generation. I mean, we're in our 47th season, and if we want to make it to 87, we need younger people, because Lord knows I'm going to be dead when we make it to the 87th season. So I'm going to introduce them, and they will come out, and we will perform the show. I will be reading the stage directions. They will be performing their different roles. Our first show that we would like to introduce is called Monster Survival Skills During a Gremlin Outbreak. Okay, this features playing the role of Drew, mickalia. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Y'all come out. Nobody listens. Playing the role of Drew is mickalia. Playing the role of Paula is Avery Perry. And Tom, played by Nicholas Faulkner. The setting: a training facility that specializes in monster survival skills. The time is in the not-so-distant future. Lights up.
Today, we are here to discuss survival skills. What will we do when faced with an uncontrollable threat? Werewolves? Vampires? Zombies?
Oh man, I am sick of hearing about zombie attacks. How cliche. Zombies aren't that difficult to deal with. They move like 2 miles an hour. You just try to step out of the way when they're coming. Vampires are the scary ones. They move with lightning speed and sneak right up on you. It's so exciting. Werewolves are way cooler. Think of all that power.
Fine, then we'll talk about gremlins.
Gremlins? Have there been any gremlin outbreaks?
A few in Chicago.
How come that wasn't on the news?
It was very hush-hush. They don't want people to panic.
Wow, gremlins? They're nasty little creatures. They totally are. Hard to get rid of. They make such a mess.
Good. So we'll talk about survival techniques related to gremlins.
A vampire cannot run a gremlin though. So could a werewolf.
Focus, people. First of all, I want everyone to check their security cameras. Make sure you have good coverage at all your entrances. One missed angle or corner gives the gremlins a chance to slip through.
Vampires are very good at doing that. A werewolf would just rip the camera off the wall.
Next, you want to improve your lighting. Don't allow for any dark corners where gremlins can lurk. They love the shadows.
Vampires do too. Wolves are so big to make their own shadow.
Next, install panic buttons on your computer keyboards or on your desk. You need to be able to alert security forces as quickly as possible. Often there is not time for a text or phone call, so the panic buttons allow for a quick response.
Unless it's zombies. You'd have a good hour for the egg man through the door and down the hallway.
Gremlins are quick. They won't give you a time to think twice about what you do. You have to prepare and train because any hesitation will put you in danger. Show your staff on what to do and practice, practice, practice. You want their reaction to be second nature, otherwise they panic and you lose them to the other side.
I have a cousin who's a vampire now. I wasn't bragging about that.
You want your staff to be aware of all your escape routes. It's best to get as many people as possible out of the area so the security team can move in and eliminate the threat without potential casualties getting in the line of fire.
But gremlins are fast. How can we outrun them?
You don't. If you can't escape safely, then hide. Shelter in place. You need to have designated safe areas selected for hiding during a threat where you can take shelter until the threats are eliminated. Gremlins are light and motion sensitive. They go after anything that moves. Your best defense is to hide in a dark room that you can lock. Lock the door and close the blinds. If the door doesn't lock, then blockade it with heavy furniture. Keep your cell phones off. The light will attract them.
Vampires hate the light. I bet you could buy one with your cell phone.
If you're certain you won't be detected, then contact our security forces. We give them the location of the gremlin infestation, the approximate number of gremlins, the potential victims in the area, details. The more we know about our enemy, the better prepared we can be.
Be prepared. That's my motto. You made that up yourself. Huh? Yep. You're so clever and original. Thanks.
When our security team arrives, stay calm and show them your hands. The hands are the key to anyone who is infected by the gremlins.
What happens if you're infested? You don't want to know. Maybe I do want to know. It ain't pretty.
If you're infested, you have gremlins growing inside you. Will they pull you mature?
Here it comes.
They eat their way out.
I'm sorry I asked. I told you so.
So keep your hands free and leave behind all your belongings. We don't need gremlins sneaking out in your bags or purses.
Why does he have a designer purse?
Leave it.
Even if it's really expensive, especially if it's really expensive.
Avoid sudden movements. Security forces will react to any quick motions. Gremlins are fast and require lightning reflexes, so stay calm and move slowly around security. And don't be a screamer.
Tom and Drew give Paula a look.
Don't look at me.
That will attract the gremlins and make security job harder.
What if you're stuck for a long time in a shelter?
You should have water stored in your shelters, 1 gallon per person per day. And don't throw the water on the gremlins. It's not pretty.
Is it true that you can throw water on witches though?
Yes.
Tom is taking notes.
Gremlins no, witches yes.
Store at least a 3-day supply of non-perishable food. The approximate time it takes for a complete gremlin cleanup. Most other creatures can be cleaned up after 3 days or less.
What's the quickest to clean up after? Ghosts.
Actually, ghosts can be pretty messy if they're ectoplasmic.
Good point. That's why you're the expert. Stop running.
A whistle is handy in your emergency kit in case you are trapped and need to get security's attention.
What about a wolf whistle? They're kind of like dog whistles. They hurt werewolves' ears. They hate them. Isn't a wolf whistle what a dog werewolf does when he sees a cute werewolf girl? Very funny. I thought so. Why are you always talking about vampires? Maybe because I am one. Ah!
Paula jumps up and Tom runs away.
I was just kidding.
Tom runs back in with a wooden stake. Paula screams and runs away.
Well, that concludes our seminar. Stay safe, everyone.
Tom runs past with Paula chasing him now. Drew ignores them and leaves. Lights down, end of play. Okay, our next show is Model Behavior. It's a 10-minute play by Amy Drake. This will feature Miss Sarah Fall as 14, Miss Sarah LeBlanc as 0, and as the window dresser, Miss Michaela Meir. Sarah! Model Behavior by Amy Drake. 2 mannequins, one size 0, the other size 14, are standing side by side in a boutique window. They are dressed in similar trendy outfits. The window dresser enters, places a handbag on the arm of 14. Live theater.
Come on, nerd.
There. Now your ensemble is complete. Let's see how much attention you get from the shoppers tomorrow morning. Good night, my dears.
The mannequins come to life and take notice of each other.
When did you get here? I don't remember seeing you before. I just came in from the theater this afternoon. You don't look like any mannequin I've seen before. That was her. I'm a child model to represent real women. Real hefty women. What did you say? You have enough plastic on your hips to fill any free plastic. You mean old models? I haven't aged a day since 1983. That explains the squeaking when they close you. My curves are the waves of the future. Ow! If I could reach you, I'd tear your wig out. Oh yeah?
0 rocks back and forth trying to reach 14 and missing.
Hey, take it easy and snuggle for your limits. I don't think so. When we wear my outfits, go to the gym. Not all you can eat at Pastry Haven.
14 leans back and swings out her arm forward. She hits 0 with her handbag, knocking her off balance.
Hey, what are you doing? Maybe they do go to the gym, but I'm showing you. Women who wear my outfits do enjoy desserts. Which would you really want?
0 and 14 keep struggling until an article of clothing ends up on the floor. Then they each look at each other in horror.
Oh no, look what you did. Me? You started it. Do you think the humans will notice? That depends on whether or not you make it look natural. Toss me your hat. What? Toss me your hat. How? What are you going to do with my hat? Cover up the evidence. How can I toss you my hat? Do it here. I can't. Sure you can. You've probably seen girls do it in front of the store window every day. Especially when they're tossing their cute bunnies. Okay, here goes.
Zero flings her hat with her head, and 14 takes tiny steps to push it over the dropped object. At this point, they both look disheveled.
Yay, we did it. You see, now the humans won't notice. Until next season. You may be smart, but I'm still the ideal mannequin for most designers. I'm clever. And more popular with the women who buy the clothes. So you might just get lots of downs to make it work.
Zero is stricken with horror at the thought.
No, they wouldn't do that to me. I can always get work in Paris. And I can get placed in trendy boutiques. I am the picture of restraint and control. Who wants restraints? Women have finally been liberated from girdles. What am I supposed to do? There's a place for both of us. Now a range of sizes can be replicated in the new collection. You still take up more of the window than I do. It's about time. Shh, I hear a human. Come in. Where's she home?
0 and 14 freeze. The window dresser enters and looks at them curiously.
Oh my God. What happened? You two look like you've been wrestling. I bet the store was robbed. Maybe they caught something on my camera. Security! Security!
Lights down, end of play. I'm very proud of the Sarahs, as I've referred to them all week, Sarah F and Sarah L, because they have never been on stage before, and they have come a long way in 2 weeks, and so I'm very, very proud of them. Our next play is the first one written. It's called The Misadventures of Bane and the Joker, an original play by Nicholas Falk. It's based on characters created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger, and Rick Leafield and Fabian. Michaela, how do I say this guy's last name? Nices. Michaela's been correcting me all week. Thank you, Michaela. All right. Featured in this play, performing the role of the Joker, is Sarah Fall. Bane, with the help of a Pringles can, Mr. Nicholas Faulkner. A pilot, played by Sarah LeBlanc. Batman, played by Avery Perry. And Deadpool, played by Michaela Meir. Where's your bag? Live theater, what are you going to do? Lights up.
Hey, Bane. I seen a big bank in Gotham.
How are we going to get to Gotham?
We hijacked a plane.
I saw a plane at the Gotham airport.
We will go to the airport at noon.
We will need a set at the store.
All right, let's do this.
Later, at the Gotham airport at noon,
Let's move in.
Bane and the Joker board the plane.
All right, everybody down.
Hey, pilot, take us to Gotham now. Okay, just don't hurt us.
Pilot heads to the cockpit, muttering under his breath.
I'll take you to Gotham, all right.
You better.
Pilot laughs.
I'll take you straight to the hero league. What? No. Ah!
Batman boards the plane.
Joker and Bane, you're both going back to Arkham.
Yeah! Deadpool suddenly bursts in.
Chimichanga.
Everyone stares at him in shock.
What? You've never seen a guy in a mask?
Everyone continues to stare at him without saying anything.
What? Look at Look at Batman. He got 20 years. Oh well, time to terrify the city. Oh, save the city.
Deadpool laughs hysterically at his own joke. Lights fade. End of play. I think Nicholas got most excited when he got to write that. It's definitely progressed over the last 2 weeks. He'd come in every day and he's like, I have changes. I discovered that Arkham is the asylum and they don't have a plane there. So it's going to have to be the Gotham Airport. Okay, Nicholas. And then I allowed him, he got to cast who he wanted out of our group in the different roles. They got together and came up with their characters. The next play is another original, and it is the last piece of our program. It is called The Witch of Stony Bridge, by Mickalia. The characters are Corilla, played by Avery Perry, Mama, played by Sarah LeBlanc, Adine, played by Mickalia, Kita, played by Nicholas Faulkner, and Neela, played by Sarah Falk. Setting, Scotland. Time, 1653. A mother and daughter are distraught from the disappearance in their wardrobe. Corilla sighs, speaks in a Scottish accent.
She did it again, Mama. She nicked me clothes.
Mama exhales deeply, hiding her temper.
It's okay, Ken. She took some of mine too. We'll go to Wickerman's and
Wickerman just closed for the holidays, Mom.
then we'll go to Bernie's. He always has the right things. And open 24/7. Bernie never has any holiday break. We'll go later on.
Okay, Mom.
Deep inside the mysterious forest of Stony Bridge lives a girl named Adine, a name that means fiery spirit. She lives with a wolf pack in which she is the alpha. Her two betas, Kita and Neela, help her. Adine lives in the hollow of an ancient big tree. Adine, a fiery girl with scarlet hair and dirt-covered face with torn clothes, emerges from the hollow with unnatural green eyes with streaks of golden. A large wolf with dark black fur and eyes much like hers approaches. Adine pulls out two shirts. Kita holds his nose to the shirts and sniffs them. Adine, there is a depth to her voice that a girl should not have.
Well, I can't get a clear set up.
He bows his head in a respectful way.
Neela.
Another girl with matted, short brown hair approaches with glowing yellow eyes. Adine holds the shirt out.
Hi, Selena. Care to April sub.
Neela nods in understanding.
We will not fail you.
They travel back to the village and spread out until they find Mama and Corilla.
Ouch, you slimy dog. Get off me. This outfit's caught 40 pounds.
Shut your mouth. You're coming with us, you and your mom.
The two are cornered by Kita and Neela. Each put a hand on either one of them and released loud, deep howls, and they all vanished back into the forest. Mama struggling in Neela's arms along with Karila and Kita's.
Let us go.
Karila grunts as she and Mama are pushed to the big tree. Adine smirks and emerges out of the hollow.
Well done, my dears.
You're the one who took my clothes.
You humans are so pathetic. This world bears no gifts. If you want something, you have to take it.
Why did you bring us here?
You're a cold-blooded witch. Leave us alone and bring us back, witch.
Adine growls.
I'm not a witch, human.
Yeah, then what are you?
Adine turns to her, eyes fading into a bright gold.
I'm a wolf, and I am not the bad guy.
You took our clothes, kidnapped us, and are trying to trick us with your witchy lies. That makes you a bad guy.
If you'd shut your trap and listen to me, you would understand. You need my help more than even I want to admit.
And why exactly do we need your help?
Adine pauses for a few moments.
Because I'm going to hide you from the real witch.
Lights down, end of play. I want to thank each of you, the parents that are here, for allowing me to have them and teach them over the past 2 weeks. They've had, hopefully they've learned something. I don't know if they did. I tried, that's all I can say, I tried. But they are, I hope each of them pursues, at least for fun, doing theater. And I hope to see them back. We always need help in the lighting booth backstage with costumes. We're always looking for volunteers. And I would trust any of them with any job that the theater has to offer. So thank you. If each of them